Across New York State, from Long Island to Buffalo, from Rochester to the Hudson Valley, from Albany to Utica. Creative business incentives, infrastructure investment, university partnerships, and the lowest taxes in decades are creating a stronger economy and the right environment in New York State for business to thrive. Let us help grow your companies tomorrow, today, at business.ny.gov.
Powerful election coverage inside every critical campaign move with the best primetime lineup anywhere. First, don't miss the Kelly File. Then, it's a must-see edition of Hannity.
Look ahead into the future with open eyes. The world belongs to the quick and the wise. Are you ready?
Ready.
Break through.
Is your business ready to break through? Cohn Resnick, Accounting, Tax, Advisory.
I've had it with broken promises from Trenton politicians.
Property taxes and traffic get worse every year.
Bringing casinos to North Jersey is another bad deal.
Don't let Trenton gamble with our future. Rich special interests win, we lose.
Trenton won't even say where the casinos will be built.
We'll have no say.
We'll get with the bill again.
Another bailout.
I'm voting no on the North Jersey casinos.
North Jersey casinos are a bad bet. I'm voting no, you should too.
Have you ever gotten stuck in the home improvement blame game? You had work done on your house, but now there's a problem, so you call for help. But the company that installed the product blames the manufacturer, and the manufacturer blames the installer. Well, if you need replacement windows for your home, that finger pointing will never happen with us. We're Renewal by Andersen, the full-service replacement window division of Andersen. We sell, build, and install our windows, so you can have just one company handle your entire window project start to finish for you. Save 20% on windows, save 20% on patio doors, and your installation is included. Not all windows are the same. Our windows' composite Fibrex material is 2 times stronger than vinyl. Save 20% on windows, save 20% on patio doors, and your installation is included with no money down, no payments, and no interest for a year. For your free window diagnosis, call 1-800-917-2900.
Bright skies will come again. Cry the tears you cry and then live on. Live on. Love is all we leave when we are gone. Live on.
This is Live On. It's an inspiring new project that grew out of 3 artists' personal experiences dealing with loss while using the power of music to heal.
Grammy Award winner and actress Olivia Newton-John, along with singer-songwriter Beth Nielsen Chapman and Amy Skive, way down at the end, join us live. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Olivia, welcome back.
Thank you.
Where'd this come from?
This came from a place of loss in the beginning, and I approached my dear friends to record an album with me about grief. Beth has written an amazing song about grief, Sound and Water, that is very well known, and we realized that there wasn't music for people who are going through loss and grieving, whether it's a relationship or divorce or a pet or work or whatever it is, so we put together, wrote and produced an album.
What did all 3 of you go through? What type of loss?
I lost my husband in '94, and then I went through breast cancer in 2000, which Olivia was an incredible friend through that. Amy?
I lost my mother recently to cancer.
Right, and what does singing about it do and writing about it? What did it do to bring you through it?
I've always found music has been healing for me.
Creativity in any form is sort of the greatest tool we have as people to come through all the stuff of life. So there's this beautiful thing that happens when we got together every several months and wrote, we wrote most of the record together and sharing our stories, and we heal through that. And then the result thing is also something that helps people heal when they hear it.
What's beautiful about music is it unites all of us, and we've all gone through some sort of loss or grieving period in our life. And when you're going through a situation like that, you're looking for songs that you can play that help you heal. I mean, Does that ever hit you that you're helping to heal so many people, your music?
That was absolutely our intention. And what's great about a song is it's a safe space where you can get all your emotions out in 3 or 4 minutes and then hopefully move on, live on, transform the pain.
You were all in the green room a moment ago, and you were doing a little selfie song, and it was so beautiful. It's from this album, right?
It's Live On, and Live On is actually, I'm very grateful that I have a hospital in Australia, the Olivia Newton-John Cancer Wellness Research Institute, and Live On is going to be used as a way of getting people to share their Live On journeys of compassion, of hope, of moving forward, and they can go to the website, onjcancercenter.org, and share their stories, and hopefully we'll all help each other that way.
Isn't it good, usually being solo artists, isn't it good to be together? You have somebody else to hang out with, right?
Yeah,
She's in my band.
And the way you harmonize together. Has it ever happened where 3 people with 3 great voices just don't sound good together? Were you worried about that?
I think the first time we wrote, the first day that we wrote, we were all tearing up because we were like, this is just such a great sound.
We're going to get through this.
I know,
We love how we
that's
sound.
how it was. We kept crying. It was so amazing.
Yeah, it's like when you cry, then you know you're onto something.
Yeah, yeah.
So these songs are pre-tested with pre-approved crying.
The good news for us is we're not in touch with our emotions, so we're incapable. So,
well, there you go.
But wait, this isn't even out yet, right?
It's available for pre-order on iTunes and Amazon today. And you can join us on our socials, Live On Facebook page, and find out all the latest information when you can order. And
Sorry to interrupt you. What song do you recommend if someone is going through a really hard time, they've lost someone? What song? Because some people don't download the whole album, they'll download 1 or 2
It's
songs.
really hard to pick one, but, I mean, it's
Live On,
really,
and My Heart Goes Out to You.
That's
and,
I mean,
those
you could
two.
just go through the whole
All of them have a different...
Buy the whole album.
It ends with "Don't worry, be happy." Am I correct?
That's it.
Well,
the
idea.
idea. Yeah, exactly. Survive and thrive and...
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Olivia and Beth and Amy, stick around. We're going to continue a little more. 2 minutes right here at Fox and Friends.
Group hug right in the break.
Get fall fashion that swings for the fences. Discover new looks for fall at Men's Warehouse. Now through October 10th, buy one, get one free throughout the store. Plus take 30% off all sweaters. Men's Warehouse. Rise to the occasion.
Tired of trying to hide your belly bulge, muffin top, or that beer gut? Now there's a fun, effective, and easy way to get fit and toned in just minutes a day with the Simply Fit board. It's got everyone twisting and getting you into your fat-burning zone.
It's so fun, I don't feel like I'm working out.
I'm Lori Grenier from Shark Tank. I like being toned, but I'm not big into working out and sweating. That's why I fell in love with the Simply Fit board. The minute I saw it, I knew it was a hero, and I did the deal so we could bring it to all of you.
You'll feel it working instantly. The secret is its unique twisting motion and balance board pivoting action that engages your entire core, helping tone abs, legs, and your entire body, all while having fun. You can get started with as little as 5 minutes a day. Do it anytime, anywhere. Do it while watching TV. This is a great workout for everyone, no matter your age.
It's low impact and easy on the joints. And look at me, I'm 64 and in better shape than I've been in years.
I love feeling my muscles working because it feels like I'm working and I'm just burning fat away, and who doesn't want to burn fat away?
The Simply Fit board can help trim your waistline, engage your entire core, and improve your balance. The Simply Fit board is so durable it holds up to 400 pounds, and it's lightweight, portable, and stores away easily. Call or go online now to get your Simply Fit board for only $39.99. Plus, you'll also get the Simply Fit workout DVD with 3 full body exercise routines. And here's our 100% risk-free guarantee. If you don't feel it working in just 60 seconds, send it back for a full refund of the purchase price. We'll even pay the return shipping.
Now that's a great deal. And that's how sure I am that you will absolutely love your Simply Fit board.
Simply Fit rocks!
To order the Simply Fit board for $39.99 plus processing and handling, call 1-800-707-9426 or order online at simplyfitboard.com.
Hey, 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 hey.
Your life wasn't meant to be lived under a bushel basket. Neither is your faith.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
On October 6th, bring your Bible to school. Learn more at bringyourbible.org.
Let it shine.
Sharp, experienced analysis, powerful political insight. In this election season, Brit Hume is the name to trust.
I want to give viewers the sense each night that they know where the race stands and a lot about why.
Every weeknight, don't miss On the Record with Brit Hume.
We are now just one day away from the first and only vice presidential debate. I'm going to be live down in Farmville, Virginia all morning long, covering everything that you need to know about the debate. And stay tuned to Fox and Friends all day for continuing VP debate coverage.
All right, and so you're heading down to...
Heading down in about 15 minutes out of here to get to the airport.
Clear out the Midtown Tunnel. She doesn't want to be late.
I need to get to the airport.
We need to see you tomorrow. So long, everybody.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Here we go right now, waiting Donald Trump set to take the stage for a speech in Virginia. That event coming after the New York Times published one of his tax returns from over the weekend, and apparently that is all the talk. As we say good Monday, everybody. I'm Bill Hemmer. Got a big weekend story here live in America's Newsroom. Martha's got some time with the family. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Nice to see
Big
you.
week today. I'm excited to be here. I'm Melissa Francis. I'm in today for Martha McCallum. So the 1995 return shows that Trump declared a nearly $1 billion loss that year, and that could have allowed him to legally not pay federal income tax for up to 18 years. Legally. Trump critics pouncing on the report, but his advisors say he deserves praise.
My response is he's a genius. I mean, the reality is absolute genius. This is a perfectly legal application of the tax code, and he would have been a fool not to take advantage of it. You have an obligation when you run a business to maximize the profits. And if there is a tax law that says I can deduct this, you deduct it. If you fail to deduct it, people can sue you.
Genius or just simply following the law? Team Fox coverage, Byron York has analysis, but we're going to start with Peter Doocy, who's live in Washington. Peter, so what is the Trump campaign saying about this?
Melissa, they're not even confirming that Trump was excused from paying taxes for 18 years, but they are saying that the little information contained in these 3 pages of tax forms reveal that Trump knows a lot about the way the IRS operates. So Trump tweeted that, quote, "I know our complex tax laws better than anyone who has ever run for president, and I'm the only one who can fix them." And his campaign points out they think that Trump has an obligation not just to his business, but also to his family to do whatever he can to pay the lowest possible tax rate that the law allows.
The genius of Donald Trump has been to make sure that he follows the law, which is exactly what he's done, and politically he has said that he's going to change these laws and that there's no one who's better suited to change these laws.
Trump also says that in the time covered by these tax returns, he was creating jobs, and he says the only jobs Hillary Clinton created were at the DOJ and the FBI. Melissa.
And again, he was just following the law and not breaking it. Do we know if there are any more documents that are going to be released?
It's possible. The Times reporter who says that she just got these files in the mail from somebody that she didn't know won't say if there are any others. But the Trump campaign is warning the New York Times that publishing anything like this without Trump's permission is against the law. They write that, quote, "The only news here is that the more than 20-year-old alleged tax document was illegally obtained, a further demonstration that the New York Times, like establishment media in general, is an extension of the Clinton campaign, the Democratic Party, and their global special interests." The Times executive editor has said in the past that he would go to prison if it meant that he could put Trump's tax returns in his paper. So it's unclear right now how concerned he is by the campaign's counterattack. Melissa.
Peter, great report. We're going to talk to Judge Andrew Napolitano coming up about whether or not it was legal for them to print those. So we'll see. Thanks.
Looking forward to that. Want to bring in Byron York now, analysis, chief political correspondent, Washington Examiner, and Fox News Control. How you doing, Byron?
Good morning, Bill.
You've had 36 hours to think about it. What's the effect on this, do you think?
Well, look, this is what the Clinton campaign and the Democratic Party have been waiting for a long time. They have been talking about Donald Trump's tax returns, and now we have 3 pages, the front pages of 3 tax returns from 1995. We know that Trump was suffering terrible reverses in the early 1990s. His casinos in Atlantic City were failing. So the fact that he lost not a lot of money is not a huge surprise. $916 million, that's a lot to lose. On the other hand, if you read this New York Times article, that while the fact of the loss is a fact, there's a lot of speculation that then Trump might not have paid federal income taxes for the next 18 years. All speculation, that's what the Trump team is hitting. Seems a little odd for Trump's defenders like Rudy Giuliani and Chris Christie to talk about his business acumen in losing all that money. It's really better not to lose $916 million, but still this may end up to be kind of a wash for Trump in the end.
It could be. I think Trump's best asset now is to go out and talk about what his tax plan would do for everyday Americans and the middle class. Well, and what would be the effect then on undecided voters? And Byron, I think that's a critical question. It's something we need to figure out.
Well, it's hard to know. We've seen polling over months that has asked the public, should Donald Trump release his tax returns? And every candidate since 1996 has done that. And the polls are very strong. The public says that he should, in fact, release his tax returns. But what you just said about him talking about his tax plan is a real point. Think of every single Trump scandal that we've had, Judge Curiel or Khizr Khan or Alicia Machado or now this taxes. The solution for Trump to every single one of these scandals has been to go out and talk about his issues. That's how he can make things better, and that's what he has actually declined to do for at least a week in each of these cases.
He could get the upper hand if he talked about his policy, especially with independents that we have seen a lot of the polling right now. Byron, look at this right now. This is a what-if scenario right now. 270 to go over the top of the next presidency. Here's kind of where they start. Clinton at 201 and Trump's at 164. The numbers on the far right now, okay, these will change right now as we put this into motion. We believe if you take all the averages, Real Clear Politics, some of these battleground states that are listed here in gray, we believe he has an edge in Ohio, okay? We believe he has an edge in Iowa. He has a slight advantage in North Carolina, same for Colorado and same for Nevada. Now, Hillary Clinton, meanwhile, let's say under this scenario, she picks up Wisconsin and Michigan, which are typical Democratic states, all right? Let's say they stay that way. And then for Trump, perhaps Georgia and Arizona stay in the Republican column. And this is where we are right now, 227 to 245 under this scenario. But in the Real Clear average in Florida, she has a slight edge. Listen, it's too close to call down there, but she has a slight edge, which would put her at 256. She also has an advantage in Virginia based on the polling, which would put her at 269. If that's the case, she has the easiest path to the White House right now. She would just need to pick up New Hampshire, and if she did not get New Hampshire, Pennsylvania's sitting out there, okay? So, Byron, when you look at this, if Trump were to take Pennsylvania, he's at 265, and then there would be a rush on Manchester, New Hampshire to try and figure out what happened up there, and under this scenario, it would be 269 to 269. The point is in all of this, a lot of these states are too close to call, and Florida, as you point out, could be critical for Trump to have any shot. Go.
Absolutely. Hillary Clinton has always had a wider and smoother path to 270 electoral votes than Trump has. Trump has a few different options, but there is no non-Florida scenario for Trump to win the White House. He has to win Florida. He needs to win Ohio, where he's doing pretty well. There is a non-Pennsylvania scenario. He could probably get there by winning other states if he didn't win Pennsylvania. But Florida is absolutely critical. So if the Clinton campaign can stop him there, Hillary Clinton wins the White House.
Thank you, Byron. We'll change the map throughout the week, because there's probably 100 different scenarios you can draw up right now. Thank you, sir. See you later, real soon.
Thank you, Bill.
You bet. Melissa.
And keep it right here to Fox News tomorrow as the running mates take their turn in the spotlight at Longwood University in Farmville, Virginia. We will have special coverage all day long leading up to the one and only vice presidential debate featuring Senator Tim Kaine and Governor Mike Pence.
Looking forward to that. We'll be live in Farmville tomorrow for America's
News. Yeah, that'll be a good one.
So, yeah, can't wait. All right, 8 minutes past now.
A Fox News alert for you. Hurricane Matthew plowing through the Caribbean today as it heads towards Jamaica and Haiti. The Category 4 storm becoming the strongest in the region since 2007. Forecasters warning some areas could see 40 inches of rain, 40 inches, causing concerns about mudslides and widespread flooding. Steve Harrigan is live in Miami Beach with the latest. Steve, this storm is a serious threat. Who is in the most danger as of right now?
It is a real life-threatening storm, and already Jamaica and Haiti getting pounded hard. Heavy flooding in Jamaica and Haiti, especially the western tip of the island, could get the worst of it. Sustained winds of 130 miles an hour, a heavy storm surge, and as you mentioned, tremendous rainfall. At least 25 inches in parts of Haiti, and scattered areas might get as much as 40 inches of rain. This in a nation where most of the trees have been cut down. We could see mudslides, and we could see serious, life-threatening flash floods in Haiti over the next 24 hours. From there, the storm will move slowly north, likely to hit the eastern tip of Cuba, a sparsely populated area, but it is home to the naval base, the U.S. naval base at Guantanamo. Already 700 non-essential Americans have been evacuated back to Florida. The base itself says it is preparing for a frontal assault. The big question, though, remains unclear whether or not this storm will continue on to hit the east coast of the United States or simply move out to sea. Melissa, back to you.
All right, Steve Harrigan, thank you so much. Ooh, that's going to be a big one.
Big story. Thursday, Friday, Saturday onward. Okay, within the hour now, just watching the monitor, Donald Trump holds an event in Virginia. We'll bring that to you as soon as he steps on stage. Stand by. Plus, there is this.
Hillary Clinton's only loyalty is to her financial contributors and to herself. I don't even think she's loyal to Bill. You want to know the truth.
Ooh, Trump goes all in on the Clintons' marriage. Is this a fair topic? Is it a good strategy? Fair and balanced debate coming up on that.
Also, Melissa, there was audio tape of Hillary Clinton talking about Bernie Sanders supporters just when she might need them the most. Can it cost her on this comment? We'll debate it. Watch.
There's just a deep desire to believe that, we can have free college, free health care. They're children of the Great Recession, and they are living in their parents' basement.
You can run an errand, or you can take a joyride. Bye-bye, errands. We sing out loud here. SiriusXM, Road Happy.
We've been talking with people who have Medicare about the health plans from Humana that could save you money. These are all-in-one plans that combine medical and prescription drug coverage, all with an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. If you have a separate drug plan with Original Medicare or with a Medicare supplement, you could be saving money and getting more benefits with Humana's Medicare Advantage plans. Could Humana be a better value for your healthcare dollar? Call or go online and get this free booklet that will help you decide if our all-in-one plans are right for you. More than 3 million people are enjoying Humana's all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans. The facts you need are in the book, and it's totally free. Call 1-800-552-6474 or go to HumanaFreeBook.com. That's 1-800-552-6474 or go to HumanaFreeBook.com.
Girl, I want to be with you all of the time.
Amazing sleep stays with you all day and all night. With Sleep Number, you choose the exact firmness and comfort you want, and so does your partner, for the best sleep ever. The Columbus Day sale is on now, with the Queen C4 mattress set only $1399.98, plus 24-month financing. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
A message from the Pulaski Law Firm. A government study reports thousands of workers have been diagnosed with asbestos-related mesothelioma. To compensate those affected, asbestos trusts have been established with $30 billion in initial funding. You may be entitled to financial compensation without ever going to court. Act now. Call 1-800-950-MESO for a free consultation. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, get the best care available. Then call us. Mesothelioma. Don't fight it alone.
This is your moment. Start looking and feeling great right now.
No fads, no gimmicks. It's safe, effective weight loss. Lose weight fast with Nutrisystem's all-new Turbo 10. Lose up to 10 pounds fast.
You'll love it, guaranteed.
Call now to order your 28-day plan, and we'll rush you the all-new Turbo 10 with 1 week of our all-new Turbo Shakes free. It's designed to help reduce belly bloat. It's that uncomfortable, full feeling that causes your abdomen to swell and distend. The free Turbo Shakes are specially formulated with 22 vitamins and minerals and packed with protein plus probiotics to support digestive health, boost immunity, and help bust that belly bloat.
My belly It's flatter now than when I was in my 20s.
Call in the next 2 minutes, and we'll throw in FedEx shipping absolutely free. Try us for 2 weeks. If you don't love your results, we'll give you your money back, guaranteed.
Call 888-993-DIET right now and get Turbo 10 with shakes free.
You can commute,
No flags on the play!
or you can chest bump. Yo, commute. We got serious game. Sirius XM, road happy.
A live look right now in Herndon, Virginia. This is just outside our nation's capital. We are awaiting Donald Trump. He is due to take part in a town hall in that battleground state. It's a big one. National defense, care for veterans, fighting Islamic terror, among the topics. We're going to bring you that just as soon as it begins.
While we wait that event, now here was Trump on Saturday talking about the Clintons' relationship with each other.
Hillary Clinton's only loyalty is to her financial contributors and to herself. I don't even think she's loyal to Bill. You want to know the truth. And really, folks, really, why should she be, right? Why should she be?
Marianne Marsh, former advisor to Secretary Kerry, and Kristen Soltis Anderson, Republican pollster and columnist for the Washington Examiner. How you doing, ladies? Good morning to both of you. Kristen.
Good morning, Bill.
I don't know. It's just last week we were talking about Howard Dean and cocaine. We're talking about sex tapes. I mean, this election's got it all. I would venture to guess at the moment that nothing is off limits. Taxes, relationships, and on and on. Where are you on this?
Well, you know, when Donald Trump was running in the primary, he made the case, look, I'm the only one that's going to have the guts to go there on some of these issues. So Republican voters knew what they were getting when they were picking Donald Trump. They knew that this was the sort of thing that might be on the table. But a poll out just this morning has 56% of voters saying they think it's inappropriate for Trump to bring up the affairs, including 62% of women. This is just him talking about things that are not the issues that matter to most voters. And so as you were talking about earlier, when Trump is on the issues is when he's the best. You know, think about 2 weeks earlier when he began to retake ground from Hillary Clinton in the polls. It's because he wasn't in the headlines for any of these outrageous statements. I think by focusing on this, he risks making Hillary Clinton look like the victim and putting her back in a place where voters like her more.
Does she defend herself on this, or does she ignore it? What do you think her strategy should be?
Well, I think it depends on the venue. I mean, if it's right now, I don't think she needs to say anything about it. But does he say something at the debate next Sunday? I think that's the question. And so when you look at Donald Trump, his whole candidacy is based on winning. And he's not right now. To Kristen's point, he's behind in the polls. We know now that he lost at least almost $1 billion in 1 year alone. He says he has a winning temperament, and when he acts like this and says the things he said on Saturday night and elsewhere, that's not winning. And I think what you're seeing now is the pressure is getting to Donald Trump. He realizes this race is starting to slip away from him. And as I've said on this show and elsewhere many weeks ago, if Donald Trump ever thought he was losing this race, he was going to try to take her with him. And I think we're about to see that.
All right, so here was Trump again on stamina and the physical demands of the office when he went this.
She's supposed to fight all of these different things, and she can't make it 15 feet to her car. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. She's home resting right now. She's getting ready for her next speech, which is going to be about 15 minutes, and it's going to be in 2 or 3 days.
That was kind of like the Ben Carson moment from the primary battle. Kristen, is she vulnerable on health? What's the effect of that aspect of Trump's presentation, let's call it?
So there was some polling that came out about 2 weeks ago around the time of the 9/11 memorial when she did have some trouble sort of getting into the van, where there were voters saying, look, I am concerned. I am concerned that, you know, there was actually a very morbid poll question that asked, do you think that these candidates would make it through the first term? And there's a sizable portion of voters who think that it's possible that whoever we elect might not make it through the first term of their presidency. So this is the sort of thing that I actually think does make voters concerned. You know, these candidates make voters a little bit anxious. Both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, if you ask voters, they say the idea of them being in the White House makes them anxious. The idea that you could vote for someone and then they might not make it through the first term is something that certainly, I think, keeps a lot of voters up at night. With that said, again, it's not about the issues, which I think means that it's not a strong message
Okay,
for
listen,
Trump.
there were so many headlines over the weekend. Here's another one. Leaked audio of Hillary Clinton from February talking about basement dwellers, Bernie Sanders supporters, when she said this.
They're children of the Great Recession, and they are living in their parents' basement. If you're feeling that you're consigned to, you know, being a barista or, you know, some other job that doesn't pay a lot and doesn't have much of a ladder of opportunity attached to it, then the idea that maybe, just maybe, you could be part of a political revolution is pretty appealing.
How do you defend that, Marianne? What do you think the impact of that is?
That's pretty easy, frankly, and it's been, I'm really disappointed in the media, many outlets who just looked at the top line of this and didn't look at this entire quote. And there are a lot of apologies and retractions due here. The fact is, she was analyzing why millennials feel this way. They are children of the recession. They watch their parents lose their homes, lose their marriage, lose everything, and they have struggled along the way. So she was empathizing with them and explaining why they think about politics the way they do, and she is spot on right about it.
Okay,
and
so
that's why she's offered plans to make college
they
more
had an
affordable.
event, right?
Very
They canceled that today, right?
That's about, you know what that is, Bill? It's far more efficient for Bernie Sanders to go out and campaign on his own and Hillary Clinton to go campaign on her own with 36 days to go and states to
Come
win.
on, Marianne.
That's what that's
Come on.
about.
That's spin.
No,
Come on.
fact. Fact, Bill. Fact. Fact. Check
Kristen,
it out.
Last word.
You know, I think that in some ways that her read of the millennial generation is a little bit wrong, because I think a lot of them don't just want free college and free health care. I know it's kind of easy to demonize millennials as just wanting free stuff.
They'd like
but a lot of
job.
the research I've done, they'd like a job.
Like
They'd
the
like
future.
ways to pay for college on their own. They'd like health care to be affordable. It doesn't mean they want just handouts. And I think this idea that you can win young voters with handouts is the wrong
I'm out of town. We had a lot to get to. Thank you, ladies, to both of you. Marianne, thanks
Bill.
in Boston. Kristen, thanks to you in D.C. Melissa.
New troubles along the U.S. border with Mexico. Why some Border Patrol agents say the crisis has taken a record-setting turn for the worst. And a scary moment on the runway. The dramatic ending to this landing.
Great job. Wow.
Oh, you return it. That's good.
Why do a website when you can create an app for your business for free? Yes, with AppyPie.com, you can make an app as easy as pie. It only takes a few minutes. Simply choose a design template you like. Add the features you want. Once you are happy with the results, publish it to Google Play and iTunes so your clients can download your app. Go to AppyPie.com and create your free app today.
The end of quarter clearance sale's going on now at Lumber Liquidators. That means it's your chance to get an incredible deal on pre-finished hardwood from $149, bamboo from $129, North American and European laminate from 39 cents and more, plus special financing. Get to the end of quarter clearance sale at Lumber Liquidators by Tuesday.
You don't let anything keep you sidelined. That's why you drink Ensure with 9 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals. For the strength and energy to get back to doing what you love. Ensure, always be you.
Your insurance company won't replace the full value of your totaled new car. The guy says, you picked the wrong insurance plan. No, I picked the wrong insurance company.
With Liberty Mutual new car replacement, you won't have to worry about replacing your car because you'll get the full value back, including depreciation. And if you have more than one Liberty Mutual policy, you qualify for a multi-policy discount, saving you money on your car and home coverage. Call 1-888-799-3459 for a free quote today. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
China exploiting America? Trump says the U.S. is losing to the Eastern Power. Now, Waters World heads to Chinatown to get reaction. Don't miss The Factor.
Look
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Arrive in style. Stay in style. At the Bahamas' most elegant, all-inclusive resort. With its own private offshore island adventure, which is a vacation of its own. Experience 10 world-class restaurants and drink to your heart's content. Sandals Royal Bahamian. Experience 2 vacations in one at the Bahamas' best resort. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
Some dramatic video showing the moments when a passenger plane forced to miss its landing. Watch this now. Powerful winds. The plane trying to land at Birmingham International Airport in England over the weekend. Wobbles a bit, trying to approach the runway, and says, let's give it another shot. That pilot making the decision to circle and come back again, and, well, we are okay now, folks. Well done. Safe land the runway. Made a pass.
Can you imagine being on that plane?
I want that pilot.
Right, right.
Good stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Glad it wasn't me. New security concerns along the border with Mexico. Customs agents say the illegal immigration crisis is getting worse and preventing officers from doing their jobs. Casey Stiegel is live in Dallas. Casey, you know, this reminds me of what we saw a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, exactly, Melissa. And this time, however, U.S. Border Patrol tells us the problem is actually worse. And this is a fairly unreported story, but the number of unaccompanied minors and family units apprehended so far are well on track to surpass the numbers from 2 years ago. And Texas is the epicenter. Down in the Rio Grande Valley, where an estimated 2/3 of those entering the country illegally pass through. For context, more than 54,000 unaccompanied minors have already been processed since August, compared to a little more than 66,000 in all of 2014. You can see where they're going. So why the increase?
You have so many people that are coming in and they're being released into the country, and the word's getting back to their home country. So they're mobilizing because they don't know what tomorrow will bring, but they know that today they can cross.
And this is absolutely fascinating. When we were down at the border shooting this last week, one immigrant told me that word is spreading in Mexico and Central America to get here now, because if Donald Trump wins, the word on the street down there is that the wall will go up, things will be sealed off. So the smugglers are saying to get here now, Melissa.
54,000 children unaccompanied. Yeah. I mean, is this another humanitarian crisis?
Absolutely. You know, we've seen the detention centers filled with families that are packed once again, just like in 2014. And the largest numbers, by the way, are people coming in from countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, not even Mexico. Border agents say they're slammed and being diverted to things like changing diapers instead of focusing on securing the border. While volunteers like those here at the Sacred Heart Catholic Church in McAllen, Texas, pull together resources to help.
Look at them, see them, and tell me that you don't feel that it is our responsibility to help them. You know, I wish I could be able to have everybody come and see it before they make up their mind and say that it's not our responsibility.
And Border Patrol agents say most of the children and women showing up are seeking asylum, a lengthy and very long process. Melissa?
Wow, quite a story. Casey Stiegel, thank you.
Yeah. So Donald Trump about to make his first appearance of the day. We'll see that in a few minutes, we believe. A town hall in Virginia with retired military officers there. We'll cover it live for you and see what he has to say today. In a moment.
Plus, Saturday Night Live took a crack at Clinton and Trump. But first, here's the real thing from the weekend.
No one is above the law. Clinton and her cronies will say anything, do anything, lie about anything to keep their grip on power.
Is that iced tea?
Nope, it's lemonade.
Is that iced tea?
Lemonade.
Iced tea?
What's with these people, man? Lemonade. Read the sign. Lemonade. Read it.
Okay.
Delicious.
Iced tea at a lemonade stand? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Marin saved by switching to Geico.
It's lemonade, man.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
See me.
See me.
Don't stare at me.
See me.
See me.
See me to know.
That psoriasis is just something that I have.
I'm not contagious.
See me to know that I won't stop.
Until I find what works.
Discover Cosentyx, a different kind of medicine for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, proven to help the majority of people find clear or almost clear skin. 8 out of 10 people saw 75% skin clearance at 3 months, while the majority saw 90% clearance. Do not use if you are allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, you should be tested for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you have received a vaccine or plan to. If you have inflammatory bowel disease, tell your doctor if symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
See me.
See me.
See me on my way.
Find clear skin and a clearer path forward. For a different kind of medicine, ask your dermatologist about Cosentyx.
Across New York State, from Long Island to Buffalo, from Rochester to the Hudson Valley, from Albany to Utica. Creative business incentives, infrastructure investment, university partnerships, and the lowest taxes in decades are creating a stronger economy and the right environment in New York State for business to thrive. Let us help grow your companies tomorrow, today, at business.ny.gov.
Upgrade your phone system and learn how you could save at Vonage.com/business.
David, you have one of the worst cavities I have ever seen. Okay, have a good day.
Aren't you gonna fix it?
Well, I'm not a dentist. I'm a dental monitor. I just tell you when you have a bad cavity.
It's bad. Lunch?
Oh, yes.
Where are you going?
Why monitor a problem if you don't fix it? That's why free credit monitoring isn't enough to protect you. At LifeLock, we not only alert you to identity threats, if you have a problem, we'll spend up to $1 million on lawyers and experts who'll work to fix it. LifeLock. Try 60 days risk-free using promo code CAVITY.
So we are waiting right now for Donald Trump at a town hall in Virginia. The event coming on the heels of a New York Times report about Trump's tax return from more than 20 years ago. The report getting a lot of attention. But did the New York Times break the law by running the story? The Trump campaign certainly thinks so, saying, quote, "The only news here is that the more than 20-year-old alleged tax document was illegally obtained. A further demonstration that the New York Times, like establishment media in general, is an extension of the Clinton campaign, the Democratic Party, and their global special interests." Judge Andrew Napolitano is a Fox News senior judicial analyst and a sage word on all things legal. Tell me, did the New York Times break the law?
No, the New York Times did not break the law, but someone apparently did. We don't know who, because we don't know who sent it to the New York Times. Look, a tax return, once filed, is the property of the government, and it has the highest degree of protection of any category of documents. So somebody broke the law by getting this partial return into the hands of the New York Times. But once in the hands of a professional media person or organization, if the material in the document is material to the public interest, like the Pentagon Papers or the Snowden exposures or Donald Trump's tax returns, then the publication of the contents of the document is protected, meaning they can't be sued, and they can't be prosecuted. I understand the Trump campaign's frustrations.
Yeah. It's interesting.
But the law is not on their side.
The New York Times kind of wants to have it both ways, because if you think back, there were those emails that related to ClimateGate and Hillary Clinton. They didn't print those, and their defense was that they thought it was stolen documents. You know, that they would be breaking the law by printing it.
I'm smiling because they know that that's not a defense. They were the defendants, the New York Times, in the Pentagon Papers case, which is the seminal case in 1974, unanimous Supreme Court opinion saying if it's material to the public interest and a publisher gets it, doesn't matter how the publisher gets it, the publisher can publish it. So the New York Times folks know that. They obviously were showing their hand in this Trump versus Clinton race by publishing what was protected for him, but not publishing what they thought was protected for her.
In terms of him breaking the law, not breaking the law, as you look at the tax story, I know you're not a tax lawyer, but he didn't break the law.
It doesn't.
In fact, he followed it.
Yes, that is correct. Look, the tax code, I'm holding my hand above the floor, so it's 4 feet thick, 70,000 pages of regulations. But they were either written by the Congress or their revenue rulings by the IRS itself, telling taxpayers what to do and how to file. Donald Trump hired people to show him how to take advantage of laws that Congress enacted. So if you have, the numbers are staggering, $1 billion loss in 1995, you can take that loss against your taxes in the 3 preceding years or the 15 years following. Now, can the Times conclude that he paid no income taxes whatsoever in the past 20 years? No.
They don't know.
They
Yeah,
would
they don't
need
know.
to see all of his returns in there. Can we conclude that he properly utilized the $1 billion loss? No. We need to see all of his tax returns.
Yeah.
But on its face, can a person do what the Times said Donald Trump did lawfully? The answer is absolutely yes.
Yeah, I guess the outrage is that he didn't pay more than he owes. I don't know how many people out there in the audience pay more. Do you tip Uncle Sam? I try not to tip Uncle Sam. It's a course of business.
Some people make judgment calls in favor of the IRS, but look, there's at least one Supreme Court opinion right on point that says no one should pay, quote, a nickel more than he owes. And in America, the taxpayer tells the government what the taxpayer owes, rather than in other countries where the government tells the taxpayer what the taxpayer owes.
There you go.
But you can see why he's under 20 years of audits, because of this type of proper but very sophisticated and with huge numbers use of the tax code.
Yeah, I think that probably he lost a lot of people in the audience in terms of just following the story. When they said lost $1 billion, people can't picture what that means.
Right,
Anything that's said after that, it's kind of lost in the
now
noise.
it's political. Now it's for him to explain it so that the public can understand it.
Or just turn to the issues.
Right.
Or just turn to his issues.
Right.
That, you could also do that. Judge Napolitano, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, Melissa.
All right, Bill, back to you.
It's a 90-minute debate.
My microphone is broken. She broke it with Obama. Obama stole my microphone. They took it to Kenya. They took my microphone to Kenya and they broke it, and now it's broken. And you hear that? It's picking up somebody sniffing here. I think it's her sniffs. She's been sniffing all night. Testing, testing. Gina, huge Gina.
Secretary Clinton, what do you think about that?
I think I'm going to be president.
There's a lot more where that came from. Alec Baldwin opening the new season for SNL, playing Donald Trump clearly. Comedian Kate McKinnon is back at it as Hillary Clinton, and she's pretty spot on.
She is.
She's
fantastic.
She has been for a couple of years now. So they opened the show with a 10-minute parody of the presidential debate, and that's a little bit of how it went. Apparently, Baldwin's going to hang on for the rest of the election season, which I'm sure he will enjoy quite a bit.
I think he's going to love it. There you go. Good stuff. All right, so Governor Chris Christie hitting back at the New York Times bombshell on Donald Trump taxes.
There's no one who's shown more genius in their way to maneuver around the tax code and to rightfully use the laws to do that.
Christie says the article is actually good for Trump, showing he can maneuver the tax code. We're going to get reaction from a former governor, John Sununu, plus this. terrifying moments.
Sure is. That's a school bus flipping over, plunging into a ditch. So how were the kids inside? You're going to find out in a moment here. Stay tuned for that.
Get fall fashion that swings for the fences. Discover new looks for fall at Men's Warehouse. Now through October 10th, buy one, get one free throughout the store. Plus take 30% off all sweaters. Men's Warehouse. Rise to the occasion.
Duncan just protected his family with a $500,000 life insurance policy. How much do you think it cost him? $100 a month? $75? $50? Actually, Duncan got his $500,000 policy for under $27 a month, less than $1 a day. His secret? SelectQuote. In just minutes, a SelectQuote agent will comparison shop nearly a dozen highly rated life insurance companies and give you a choice of your 5 best rates. Duncan's wife, Cassie, got a $350,000 policy for under $13 a month. Give your family the security it needs at a price you can afford. Since 1985, SelectQuote has saved over 1 million families millions of dollars on life insurance. Call now or go to SelectQuote.com. Discover what over 1 million families know. We shop, you save.
I use what's already inside me to reach my goals. So I like when my doctor told me I may reach my blood sugar and A1C goals by activating what's within me. With once weekly Trulicity. Trulicity is not insulin. It helps activate my body to do what it's supposed to do, release its own insulin. Trulicity responds when my blood sugar rises. I take it once a week, and it works 24/7. It comes in an easy-to-use pen, and I may even lose a little weight.
Trulicity is a once-weekly injectable prescription medicine to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. Trulicity is not insulin. It should not be the first medicine to treat diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not take Trulicity if you or a family member has had medullary thyroid cancer, if you've had multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Trulicity. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms such as itching, rash, or trouble breathing, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe pain in your stomach area. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis, which can be fatal. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your risk for low blood sugar. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, decreased appetite, and indigestion. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may make existing kidney problems worse.
With Trulicity, I click to activate what's within me.
If you want help improving your A1C and blood sugar numbers with a non-insulin option, click to activate your within. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Newly released surveillance video showing the scene when a school bus flipped over in Texas. Watch. Wow.
Oh, man.
You can hear those students screaming as the bus plunges into a ditch. Witnesses say the bus driver veered off the road to avoid hitting a truck. The bus carrying about 50 students at the time of the crash, 17 people were taken to the hospital. None of their injuries were life-threatening. Thank goodness. Look at the bus there.
Wow.
Wow, how scary.
I'd be
for those
screaming too,
kids.
probably. Were they fourth graders, fifth graders? Seemed like it, right?
Oh, that just when you see the bus go over and you hear their screams, luckily not seriously
in the
injured.
end, good news. Exactly right about that. 18 minutes now before the hour. We've been watching the haul here. This is Herndon, Virginia. It is slightly west of the nation's capital, where Donald Trump will be any moment now. We were told the event would start at 9, then we were told 10, so we're kind of in standby right now. The fallout, meanwhile, continues over this New York Times article revealing part of Trump's tax returns from 1995. That was 21 years ago. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie on the Sunday program saying the article shows that Trump did nothing wrong or illegal, and he believes